got some new geometry going here. This hallway kind of like pierces into the open sections. Just a little variety here. So I changed up a couple of things. We have a nice view into how the accelerate playlist is being populated. So here in batch 2, if I go to X traits, for example, let's see this basic trait. This is the frequency at which it will appear in the timeline. So if I go to the regular playlist, obviously it's not included in that, so it won't show. Here it's gonna show how often it appears. So I needed that for these specials because we need good variety here, right? We need to make sure that we have enough of a shuffle going. So that's sorted out now. I wanna go back to working on the other mechanics, but um, I'm gonna prioritize the the upcoming update first. So today's agenda is to make more of these special sections. XSP balcony, XSP skirmish. These are appearing in the middle, a little bit to in the second half of the loop, just like a little break. And I mean, it could have been just like the X breaks or the X rooms, but I just wanted to have like one special section where I can do something like a little bit funky. So that's what's gonna go in here. All right, save as XSP skirmish 2. And we'll include this in the shuffle right after. Floor candle over here. We want to make it so that need just a little bit of a teleport going here. And exit out over here, and this could probably be smaller now. Okay, cool. And over here we can have a little exit. Wait, let me just clear this out. Done. I'm gonna place these again. Clear, please. No room for totems over here. Fast charger. Floor candle. And I'm gonna put a static could do a reverse, a spin maybe. Gunner Y20 spins, and over here we will have This could also just be a regular charger for now. Apply, and we'll spawn a teleport balloon over here. Let's see how this feels. Oops. Oops. Oh, I'm gonna have to open this up. Also, these are completely messed up right now. I have to place them again. All right. This is not working because wait, should this be a sink? Oh, why is there a wall there? Now it'll work. Oh. This could just be a regular. Let's try that again. I think one more enemy here would be nice. Static EA. I need to keep the frequency up in this level. Damn. Thought I fixed this, but I think this is not required anymore. Okay, that's one less rectangle. And I think this is not getting capped because I think the open sections should not be placing walls. See, it's placing a wall. You see that on the top? That's static EA. No notifications right now. We're in focus mode. Let's go. Focus mode. DP room. instead of this, because I think the sink is the only type of segment that excludes the walls. And I have it set up in a way where the whole section will be declared like a gap. That's why the pipes are not showing up. The artery is not showing up. Otherwise, we could do something like, I did this in a previous um, in a regular section, like over here we could just, like, it would go through this wall over here. I don't know if we even need this here. Could just be a gap. Yeah, much better. Oops. So I'm playing with fire here. This, doesn't need to be here. Ta 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 ta. Okay, this is getting somewhere. Much better. Props, give me a pipeline. All right, I'm liking this. Floor candle, floor candle, floor candle. Okay. Now spin this. Let's just make this a balloon so that the player is, so the player gets a little notification. Hey, you can shoot this. Columns. X_SPTP room. I'm not making mirrors for this because it's like no need for that. Batch 2 X specials X_SPTP room. Add to pool. This is so convenient now. Just gonna make sure the dates are okay. 7.0.1. Save changes. X rooms, X specials, XTP room. Okay, cool. Now play the drums here. And XSPTP room. Accelerate. There you go. Got a good mix going here of new levels. I'm gonna make one level where we have some jump pads to play around with. Save as X SP warp jump. What I'm gonna do here is create a little warp section. Warp. No, that's not how you do it here. And a nice trigger, warp, apply, spawns. Man, this thing needs a search now. I really need a search here. Catcher. A catch here. This can be open, and we will place a jump pad. Now I have already forgotten what the code is for this. Is WH, I think it's 120. Let's see if this works. And over here we'll make a new section that's a sync. What do we have here? Okay. This will be Z2 sync. Z2 sync. Come on. Oh. All right, and one none section here. Let's add waypoints so that the artery can draw, and over here we will just, I think yeah, I wanna end this with a teleport. So okay, let's make a nice little landing pad here. And over here we will over here we will have a teleport balloon, and we will say bolt. Apply. This might need to be longer, but let's see. Warp me. Okay. Not bad at all. Some pipes to up the sense of speed. These need to be hugging the segment. Okay, this can be open. Place it right in the center here. None. Bring it up a little bit. Give me some grass here. All right. Okay. Yeah, let's make this longer. And what is going on here? Oh, I see. Waypoints, a waypoint here, and in section 3, let's get some columns going. Waypoints, props, 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Need to add some shootables here so that players don't lose their combo. Spawn static EA over here and one over here. Y20. This could be a little bit higher, 40. Also, we need some lights. Floor candle. I think this can also do a little sideways thing. 45, let's just do 50 and side X 25, 35. So it'll pick a random side. Okay, much better. No, this warp, I'm not feeling this warp is not fast enough. This can go a little bit more to the side, and this enemy can appear faster. This enemy can appear a little bit further away, and side X 15. Doesn't need to be on the side. Apply, save. This is again a straight shot, which I am not loving. Of Y30. Now this guy might not be visible. Just another day in tamashika. Nah, I don't like this. Y1, apply. Ideally I want this guy to be on the side, but now we have to remove the pipes. We'll have to remove the pipes. Nope. I think it's the warp that is just kind of lethargic. You know what I think I can do is make this guy a gunner. Okay, and we can do relay 103, and this guy can go home, and instead of the warp we can just do a TP balloon. Flycatcher TP balloon. Let's see how this feels. Much better. I think this this TP balloon can be hide, bolt, apply, and you can make this thing appear 0. Apply, save, so that it's not there on boot. All right, this feels a lot better. And we can add a #0 here just so that we are sure that it is ending properly. Okay, nice. Play the drums. Accelerate. Oh, this is not in the regedit. Batch to X specials, please add my level. Warp jump. There's no ordering here, that's why I have to find it. 0.1. Save changes, please. Just want to make sure it's saved. It's saved. And play the drums. Accelerate. Nice. Noise. Noise. It'll be a nice change of pace beat in the middle of the level. Pow, pow, pow. But can we have another quick shot over here? Let's see. Balloon. This will be just when you enter the teleporter, right before the jump pad. Ooh, that's fast. Maybe now it'll work for the warp. Should we reintroduce the warp and see what it feels? Because you know what, another thing that I'm not loving about this TP balloon is that it's kind of coinciding with the jump pad. Apply catcher. Let's add a trigger warp, please. Apply, save. This warp thing is, man, I've always had a hunch that like there's something there that needs to be addressed, but I never did. I can still fix it without going back and changing all the levels, because it's basically a hidden trigger. So as you can see, like right now in the level, there's nothing that conveys that I'm gonna get warped, and that's just that's not great. So just like a strip or something that says, okay, this is where you're gonna start zooming. Ooh, okay. Jump pad 120, apply, save. I think 120 was the height. You can also side X just for funsies. There you go. I think that's enough time to keep the combo alive. It's kind of close. It's kind of sorta close. Okay, apply gunner becomes static EA. Let's have another one right before this, because you can actually like see the tip before you warp. Why are you not? Okay, that's why. Apply, apply, save. Please spread out a little bit. 30, 50. Like a pow pow pow. Nice. I like how the opening section right before the warp kind of it foreshadows the enemies in the next section. This guy is just a little bit too far. Here. Problem solved. Yeah, I think, you know what, this balloon can just be a straight shot right when the player, you can just finish the warp and click immediately, and this can, it just doesn't feel far enough. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, you know what, this is a little bit better, because then the player doesn't have to rushing it. This is kind of, it makes it a little bit tight, because like I know I'm going to go into the warp, and that kind of makes me shoot a little bit sooner. Pow 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 pow. Can I shoot during the warp? No, I should be able to do that. You know what? Let's try it. Y1. Apply, save. Too confusing. Too confusing. Seriously, why am I feeling, I think I should just, oops. I think the jump pad could feel a little bit more jumpy. Now I just messed up all the distances, because now I'm gonna jump a lot higher. Yeah, too jumpy. Oh, also what's missing here is a dots bed. Let's get those stars going. Yeah, it's one beat, and I think that's what's standing out a little bit. I want to test this. A drum 726. Oh, 726, 18726. All right, 187. Let's see what it feels like. Beautiful, beautiful. It works. It feels good. This is so music. Yes. Let's see what the warp feels like at a faster speed. I think maybe we just don't need 3 shots. Yeah. Oof. You know, the rewarding that we're doing here for maintaining the combo is kind of counterintuitive, I think, because the score kind of goes up linearly uh, as you cross the 7 combo mark. But like that's super easy to do here. Unlike transcend mode, where if you do find a spot where you can build a bigger chain, that's like few and far between. So over here, it should actually just be like times 2. Otherwise, the scores are just like inflating for no reason. That that does make sense. I want to make a date where like after a certain date the scoring system changes. You know. That'll be. I mean, it's just, tamashika is just like that. Okay, we're just gonna change the score meta, but we're gonna make it so that players know what the score meta is in the current timeline. So, because like if I change the score meta for all the dates, then all the old leaderboards just go for a toss. So it'll be like which season you're playing in, and in that season the score meta will be different. I think that makes sense. Should I think it yeah, it'll make it a little bit more confusing, but like players who want to get into it, they'll be able to just figure it out. Something on the UI that could say, hey, we're in score meta edition 2. But like, because I want to maintain the old leaderboards. That's why. Right. Right. Because what would happen is, if let's say in the transcend mode, your combo was scaling linearly. So on combo 3, you're getting 3 points instead of 2 points, right? In that case, what would happen is, if you say, for example, are able to score a 3 combo at some spot, your score will show it. You know what I mean? If another player is not hitting that specific combo, like, your score would just be like, yo, like, how did you get +6 points? That would really, so whatever the score, like the max score of the day is, that max score of the day will not just be like +1 point or anything like that. It'll be like +4 or +6, depending on which combo you were able to find that allows that. But eventually what I think will happen is, given all of these changes between all the different game modes, we'll, like, the scoring system will, it'll be like this platter, almost like a buffet of different mechanics. you know which, for a game that's so simple on the surface, it'll have this kind of like uber autistic configuration inside, which I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I think that's a good idea. Nine 26.6. 926. Yes. Wait, what? Was that 2 specials? What? What just happened? Wait, let me just confirm that. Yes, yes, yes. X break, X XP TP room. I swear I just played the... Wait, is there another section that does exactly the same thing? Oh, that must have been the straight. Yeah, that's the straight. That's not the warp. Nice. These levels are gonna be fun. This has to be fixed. Can we make it so that these pipes line ends all the way here and makes a nice little loop back thingamajig. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, I like it. This is probably wrong, and yeah, I think this is okay. So it feels like it has a little bit of structure here, because right now that's missing. Also, these columns I am not feeling that much. Columns 1 2 3 and 1 2 3. Tip. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Much better, much better. Man, I'm really missing the if there was some way to solve this problem without the sync. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of this for now. Okay, and over here, we're gonna try and do a little bit of magic. All right, let's see how it works. Open. Okay, I am assuming this teleport balloon is going to throw a fit. It's not going to be targetable. How? So it does work. Yeah, because if it's a shooter, then it won't work. Otherwise, it'll work. Okay, fine. So in that case, if this was extended all the way to over here, but now this is possible. It's possible. I think something funky is gonna happen if I blocked this. Oops. If I blocked this, block. Now it's going to, what happened? Hey, not bad at all. But what did you do, level generator? Okay, this is just like a block. Okay. I can dig that. Yeah, also, you know what? Because this, let's get rid of these for now. Okay, this block. It would be nice if there was a nice kind of like permanent wall next to this. I'm liking this. Floor candle over here. And let's just wait. Why don't you just cover all of this then? So we have a nice continuous wall here. No, not bad, bro. Not bad at all. Okay, much more beautiful. Much more. Bro, we did it. Now the problem that we wanted to originally solve is this. Oops. Oh man, why does this happen? And like little hole in the wall here. This is gonna mess up the geometry. I hope not. Why is this happening? Okay, wait, this obviously it's got a little bit of curvature going. What do I have to do here? Do I have to place another? It's like this is turning into like very quickly turning into Lego pieces. I shouldn't be able to walk through this, but that's like lots of tiny geometry that is completely unnecessary. The things I do to make sure that it's aesthetically pleasing. I don't like this break, man. This break is too precarious. Okay, how about just need that pipe to go through? How do we get the pipe to go through and not let the player go through it? Da, 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 da. Now this is gonna do like a little mid-air. Hey, not bad. I actually, I'm not totally against it. It's fine. Like an easy out would be to have like a little rectangle rect trap thing. Uh, that might work. So instead of this, we could extend this. Let's just see if the geometry paints properly. If the geometry paints properly, then I can just block. Right. Now, if I do something silly like this, that would work. Nah, brah. We're making the artery cross the gap. Okay, that's just the way it is now. I like this. I like it. I can't wait to sit down make the handcrafted levels, because then I'm gonna pull off more of these cool tricks. I think the level editor has a lot of potential in it. Like there, I haven't really gotten my hands in it properly. It's going to be like a proper level editor. Like the other idea that I had was to kind of to make a secondary level system where it's not designed for corridors. Yeah, like something where like I can paint um, like a stage, and it's more like designed for the, the other modifiers that we're thinking of. like like in that, it won't be like this strict kind of progression enemy placement thing. It'll be more like an adventure setup. Like I'm thinking like some kind of like a heat map, height terrain thing, um or something that allows me to like inject more variety, like for the new mode, um not accelerate mode, but like manifest mode. Like I want the levels to really feel different. Like I want them to completely leave the corridor setup. Not all of them, but like for a large portion of them, where we explore like the different mechanics. Like the if we're in like ninja dodge roll mode, then like I want the level to just I want to draw like forests and stuff. Like uh, like in Dark Souls, when you go down into like from Sense Fortress, not Sense Fortress, from like when you go the other way, what's it called? The dark room, dark forest. God damn it! Dark Souls forest area, dark root garden. Yes, dark root garden. This kind of like, but I'll have to like come up with a good design language for that. Like it'll have to make sense why it's done that way. Um, like right now, this level editor is mostly is mostly like it's very strictly designed for corridors, but I can like change it around. Like over here we have like open sections and stuff like that. I have the empty sections where I can just place like a square plane kind of thing, and just like put assets on top. So like I could actually like use that and put down prefabs that create geometry that the player collides with. But that just it doesn't feel that system doesn't feel scalable to me. um, I want a system that gives me a little bit more freedom. Like it's too blocky, it's too squarish, it's too rectangular-ish. 1 second. And sometimes my messages just don't load. Okay, what was missing here? Nothing, because I already have this enemy here. Okay, XSPTP room. We're making progress here, bro. Let's go. What else should we have the player do in the special sections? I have more ideas than the capacity to actually get down and like work on them. Like these are the phases where I create a pretty like sizable backlog of like stuff to do. Um, like I can see the next 4 months at least for the development. I can see them. I don't have the details in my head yet, but I can see the game. Uh, hmm, hmm. One sec. XSP warp jump. Like it's I had a sentence there. I did. I really did. I swear. I knew what I was gonna say. Sometimes like my the timeline just shifts in my head and I'm just like, wait, where's the rest of the sentence? I actually always had this as a kid. Um, like I want to say something, but I don't have the words for it. And now it's like this muscle. It's a mental muscle where you focus on I'll call it a feeling. You focus on a feeling that is being expressed from where the sentence reveals itself. So like those moments where like you're saying something and you kind of stop in the middle and you're at a loss for words. Like at that moment, right at that moment, there's this muscle you can kind of flex, which produces the rest of the sentence even after you've lost it. It happens to me sometimes. I can pull it off. Not always. X specials. Nice. The icon's also updated. This is so cool, man. Oh, batch 2. I think accelerate mode and transcend mode having the same kind of like visual language is great. Is fine. because the shaders are also different. I think it's okay, but for the new game mode, I demand more variety. Okay, I need more variety. And also like the streaming, by the way, like you know how levels are streamed right now, how the blocks are placed and everything. You know, for the set levels, it could be possible to like bake them, pre-bake them, pre-bake all the geometry before the player jumps in. But that would like if I make longer levels for some reason, I want to do much longer levels. Like I could toast out the pools of all the assets. Like there might not be enough candles, for example, in the pools for the level, because that the producing geometry thing is essential for transcend mode, the longer levels, and also accelerate, because like it's literally like looping in on you. So I can't like pre-bake the whole thing. It's not possible to pre-bake the whole thing. It'll intersect with itself. But the set levels, they could do that. But I already have the system. There's only one thing left in this system that I don't like is the like it produces walls on the edges. Like this, when this piece is placed, this wall is generated, and I don't like the system that I have right now, which is making sure that this wall is not placed. I really wanna I wanna fix that. I really wanna fix that. Not only should the renderer not, like the renderer should not draw it, and the collider shouldn't like produce it. The geometry should like there's the geometry, and then there's the actual like flood renderer, which like discovers the wall and then creates it. Like there, I want an override for that. And right now I'm doing it by placing like a fake segment, which has no walls. But like there's clear flaws in that. There, it works right now, but it has clear issues with it. I want to really like sit down and come up with a proper solution to that, which I'm going to do, I think, for the next update. This update I can't. It's too close. I don't want to make big changes right before we push out a new build. It's working right now. We're testing it. It's good, but I need a more robust solution for this. I think one way to solve this problem is like have like I just want to manually place a segment that cancels out wall generation. Like don't place, no walls will be placed inside this segment. Like if a wall is contained inside this segment, do not, just don't, man, just don't do it. Like for example, what I could do is, right, I've drawn this in this segment, and I could just like, it could be some other type, okay, and it's like this is a no wall zone. So if there's a wall that is intersecting with these kind of like advanced segments, nope. Why this is going to be tricky, I'll tell you why this is going to be tricky to do. For the geometry, it's fine. Like the collider, what it does is it places the whole section with all the segments, right, and then it draws the walls. After it's drawn all the walls, it's just going to check if it's inside this like cancel area. Just don't include that wall in the mix, right? This one won't qualify because this one's outside, right? So it would essentially be like, here's another one, right? Now, all the walls that are created on the side, they're okay. like this wall or this wall or this wall, all of those are not contained within this, so they're just going to be cancelled. And even when the next segment is placed, like this one is just going to be like, yo, no walls. But here's the issue with this is I'm going to have to go and um, I'm going to have to go and check. I'm going to have to change all of the segments. I already have this like exit width thing going where I can define the exit width of the segment, which is also like an ugly solution. It's like describing like how fat the segment is. But say we run with this. Say I'm like placing these automatically, right? Like even the fake segment that I'm placing right now, if it was just smarter, like the flood will fill. See, right now that what that segment is doing is it's also messing with the flood. I don't wanted to mess with the flood. I just wanted to make sure the wall geometry is not included in the collider. And the second thing that I wanted to do is avoid rendering walls inside it. So the flood actually has like the flood wall generator is rendering walls on all of the seams, right? So on this seam over here, it's not one wall, it's actually 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 walls, right? So this is eight different kind of like strips being spawned, right? Now an easy way to do this would be to just check what strip you are spawning and if it's inside one of these like cancel areas. Okay, that's one way to solve that problem. But what's going to happen here is this bad boy over here, this segment, this strip that's going to get spawned, it will be included in this. So I mean, which is fine here because like we don't even need this wall. But like over here, we have this. You see, we have this wall has to go in. That's also an easy problem to solve. We'll just look at the the height of the rectangle. So it will only exclude walls of in that direction. Man, I'm so tempted to implement this right now. But we're on the main branch. I'm tempted to fix this. I'm gonna have to sit down with this. This is not something I can do quickly. I don't wanna mess with the build right now. I'm not messing with the build right now. This is fine. This is okay. Man, this video is really nice. This guy's doing like a very straightforward explanation of egregores. I should start making videos like this because I think there is a version of this because like this is he's still not like going into like super esoteric territory, still explaining it in like plain English. I think there's like a computational philosophy version of this that I would just for myself I want to do it just for myself. Okay. X specials. That's a lot of specials we've got going. Not bad. Boo, 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 boo. You can see on the bottom left hand corner, like over here on the left, that's a sync segment, making sure that the wall is not created. It's working pretty well right now. It's pretty good. Very few instances where it will, by mistake create an exit. But so I'll show you an example of where this mess. I can't show you the example right now. It's in the other branch. Like if maybe I can recreate it. Let me recreate it. Launch 0 B test, B chain test. Never mind. Fine, let's do spec test. Okay. Over here, if you see, I'm gonna add just a plain block. Okay, and I'm gonna duplicate this. Spec test. Oh, this is working right now for some reason. Fascinating. Oh, right, wait. You see this break over here? And this break over here is because the exit width was not set. So if I do exit width 3, apply exit width 3, exit width 3. Now it's working. You see that? So this is going to be another problem with that solution, where it's like, if the exit is this, I can make sure that that never happens, where it's trying to glue segments that are of a different width. Because even in our solution, if it's only taking walls of a certain direction, and the size of the intersection doesn't match, then those closing segments that cover the difference in width of the two segments, those won't get drawn. Do you follow? But that, I'm making sure that that never happens. There's no segments that will be glued that are off in width. That very rarely happens. That four width thing, I'm sticking to that pretty strictly. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a break. What's the hour 15? Okay, nature calls. I will get back online pretty hopefully soon. The weather is nice. I should go for a walk. Okay, thanks for tuning in, fellas. Infinite Bliss.